What's going on, guys? It's your boy Andy Matrix back at it again. So today, I've been thinking because everything is going up. The price of gas is going up. The price of food is going up. Milk, eggs, groceries. Everything is more expensive. The rent is going up. Everything is going just freaking up. Even the price of gaming. What the shish kebabs, man.
Oh my.
There's really more that I'd like to say, but... So as life gets more expensive, so does our hobbies, right? If you want to enjoy your hobbies, you now have to pay more money to enjoy them. Unless, of course, it's a free hobby, which, well, you get the point. So the question is for this video, why are video games, right? Why are video game prices going up? The $70 video game price. And should companies, right? Should gaming companies charge $70 for a video game when they're already making money via microtransactions, something like Fortnite and games like that, right? Well, let's take a look. Now, before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell for future notifications. I talk about anime, manga, video games, geek culture, Japanese culture. If you're into any of that stuff, guys, make sure to subscribe. Now, on with the show. Okay, guys, so why are video game prices going up? The truth is, and a lot of people don't know this, that video games are actually cheaper now than they were back in the 1990s and the 2000s. Now, hold up. I know you guys are going to attack me and leave angry comments, right? And if you look at inflation, if you look at the minimum wage from the 2000s and the 90s, comparing to modern day prices, is actually cheaper. So let me explain. Okay, so in the 1990s, a video game would cost $40 to $50, right, for the Super Nintendo. With inflation and comparing prices from back then until now, the right price for a video game should be somewhere about $80 or more, right? Are you surprised? Well, the question is, why are video games cheaper now, right? Because, if we were actually paying less money for video games back then, how are they cheaper now? And the answer is because video games are more popular and more people are playing video games now more than ever. The video game industry is about $240 million, right? About $280, maybe $200 billion. And it's going to be worth more money in the next 5 years, right? Much bigger than the movie industry. So I want you to think about that, right? So there is a lot of demand for the product and a high supply of the product, right? A high supply of the product. Okay, that's how economics work. High demand and high supply helps lower the cost. And also keep in mind that more people now more than ever can actually play a video game thanks to PC gaming. You can download a game from Steam. You can download a game from the Epic Game Store, right? And there's other ways which I'm not going to mention. So, by the way, other paid ways. Don't get the wrong idea, right? So there's other paid ways that you can get the video game, right? So there's actually more people playing video games, and because of the mass distribution, it helps lower the cost of gaming. But right, a lot of gaming companies actually still want to raise the price because they're greedy. Now, if there was high demand for the product and low supply for the product, it would increase the cost because of the lack of it. Many people complain about paying too much money for video games, but compared to a decade or two ago, you were actually paying less or about the same price with inflation. Now, I know inflation is a boring topic. I'm not here to bore you with it, but here's the problem. Here's the problem with the $70 price because, the video games switched from $50 to $60 in the 2010s. Maybe 8 years ago. That's when it really started to increase. from $50 to $60. The problem with video game prices is that people don't want to pay $70 for a game, especially if it's a brand new IP. Ultimately, the customer decides, right? People will only pay $70 for a game they are really excited about, aka a well-established IP like Harry Potter's Hogwarts Legacy. Okay, so something like Zelda Tears of the Kingdom or Zelda Tears of the Kingdom should be a $70 game because people want it. Final Fantasy 16 should be a $70 game because the Final Fantasy series is one of the best RPGs in history, right? God of War is worthy of the $70 price because the first game for PlayStation 4 won the hearts of millions, right? And the reason why this price is justified for these specific games is because they are established intellectual properties. So if you play Breath of the Wild, it was an absolutely amazing game. I beat the game, right? So obviously you're going to be excited for the next installment of the game. And people are willing to pay more. And this is where the $70 price is all right. It's kind of okay. To make it simple, the $70 price will not work for every video game release, even if it's a AAA game. If it's a brand new IP, it is better, to leave it at a $60 price or lower. You also have to keep in mind that companies really shouldn't be charging you $70 ahead if the game will be having DLCs in the future, which ultimately is going to make more money for the gaming company. I'm looking at you, Square Enix. Now, let's face it, the next game you buy will definitely, most likely, have a DLC. It's a high probability, especially if the game becomes a big hit. Then, at that point, it might have even more than one DLC. Whatever your thoughts are, make sure to comment below, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for future notifications. It's your boy, Andy Matrix. Thank you for watching and listening. Godspeed.